The trend right now in Indian cinema is high octane, ambitious pan India movies, and we are almost par with Hollywood kind of standards in terms of visuals and storytelling. So, one of the important aspects of these visuals is art direction, and one big pan India art director is with us. Thank you for joining us, Shiva Kumar, sir.
Thank you.
So, firstly, Warner and the previous glimpses of promo, we know that Upendra sir releases only few, but with that also, the whole India is talking about what kind of madness and world this is. So, how do you feel looking at the reception of the glimpse?
I'm actually very happy because what we thought while working, which is reach it to the audience. In that way, we're really happy.
Also, sir, now that this whole pan India thing has happened and everybody started to get into the details of the movie, initially, like if we take 20 years ago, there was a very niche audience who used to appreciate the details in movies. Now there is a lot of people who are actually noticing art and everything. So, and art directors are also getting, all the technicians are also getting limelight. So, how do you see this trend?
It's a kind of encouragement also. It's not only the detailing; they are encouraging us, and at the same time, it's our responsibility to give the 100%. In that way, it's good.
Yeah. So talking about UI, the glimpse that really blew our mind as Warner, especially the futuristic setting that they have built. So tell us a little bit about the setting and how was it making that set, and what are your references, if you can disclose.
Actually, what is Warner is it's just a part of movie. It's just a part of a movie, and the way we made is we actually didn't use any reference. We have created according to the director's visual concept. We have sketched it, and we worked with the CG company. Then later we executed it. But we had a pre-visualization before going to the set work. So that made us very helpful.
Also, sir, not a lot of people without technical information. The common question is because VFX is equally important. Initially, it was mostly art direction which used to do the heavy lifting. Now VFX is also there. So, how is the blend of art direction and VFX in current pan India trend currently?
It's very important because it makes work so easy, and the technology is supporting us the best. So it's good, but we have to adopt it. In that way, in UI we have used so many of techniques like visual production. Also, we have done some parts. It's, it makes work easy. So it's very equally physical set is as much as important as visual set, virtual set. Sorry, it's good.
Yes, sir. So working with Upendra sir, like watching Upendra sir films, it is evident that there is a lot of things that are happening. So building so much of worlds or whatever, because I think OG world building movies are made by Upendra sir. So what was his initial brief about this, and how did it turn up?
No. Usually, it's not about the massive sets. Of course, it's there in this movie. There are a couple of huge sets are there, which we have created the entire world. Before creating it, we had a lot of discussions with the director, OP sir, which he narrated it very clearly. So it made us to implement the concept is I didn't find very tough or it's complicated to execute. It was very clear by from director and direction team. That made us very easy to execute. Of course, there are some problems with the rain. These kind of problems were there. It's okay.
But sir, especially my personal question is when it comes to these pan India movies, right now everybody is talking about world building, and every movie feels like this is the mandatory formula element of world building should be there in this movie. So how do you look at world building? What is world building to you, and the steps of how you look at it?
To be frank with you, sir, it's I don't think these particular my work has to be in pan India.
Okay.
work has to be fit to the subject,
Okay.
whether it's going to be a pan India or in feature film.
So most of your filmography in
No,
the
no,
recent times
we
have.
work according to the directors
Okay.
and production house.
Okay.
But I don't believe in pan India. This has to be in pan India. By default, UI itself is a universal subject.
Correct.
So it carries the pan. It demands the like universal visuals.
Yeah. So exactly, sir. So KGF or this movie. So the scope of building a world is high for an art director, right? So in that sense, how do you see?
It's again, it's the content needs that. The content demands that youth set. Scenes demands that youth set.
So does that excite you when?
Yeah, 100%. I'm very fascinated with working with youth sets.
Yeah, and another thing is, especially with Upendra sir movies, the metaphors are also equally important. The set, in the design also, there's a lot of background details that we don't get it in the first or second viewing. The more you watch, so what do you think about UI in that context?
That's the reason why I told you earlier. Um, it's better we should discuss after the release because I can explain each and every part why, what is the reason, what is the style or the design we have changed according to the subject. That can be it's better to discuss.
We will surely have that discussion also, sir. Another exciting project that you're right now working on is Max. So how is that going on? How did that happen?
So again, both films are my favorite movies. And Max is also it's one of my. I have seen certain scenes and all. It's very connected and very commercially it's done.
Okay, so the wait is worth it. Yeah, wonderful, sir. So finally, because Upendra sir didn't give a lot of details and even Reshma ma'am didn't give a lot of details, so for audience to come to theaters, your words, what is UI? Why should they come?
So according to my personally, I feel UI is very. It's kind of a mirror. You definitely will see yourself in the movie.
Okay.
That much I can tell you in very simple way.
Okay. So watching
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, and it has commercial aspects also. Like it has the commercial aspects also.
Thank you so much, sir. It was a pleasure talking to you. We are
Thank you.
excited to see the work and again having a conversation with you regarding that.
Definitely.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much for the
thank you,
wonderful work and
thank you.
contributions. So that's the conversation. I hope you found it interesting. If yes, like, share, and subscribe. For more such interesting videos, definitely stay tuned to our channel. With that, this is Maruti Acharya, and you're watching India Today.